conversation. I want to say good evening to you guys from wherever you are watching from. For those of us in the UK, I want to thank you guys for always being kind to join us. I discover our UK audience are growing. So when I look at the views, when I look at the people that are visiting our page, mostly are from the UK and America. So I want to thank you guys that are joining us. I really, really want to thank those of you guys that are gifting me. Wow, I got 400 coin. I like it. So thank you for the gift that you guys are giving to me on TikTok. I appreciate it. I really, really appreciate it. But above all, I want to appreciate your presence on this platform. I want to appreciate your contribution. I want to appreciate your comment, your involvement, your time. That is the most important thing to me than all the gift. But of course, gift is very important, especially when you're a creator with a purpose like myself. I want to appreciate you guys that are making effort to drop me those beautiful roses, those beautiful, because they cost money. It's not like free of charge. So when you are giving me a gift, you are actually spending your hard-earned money. And I promise you this, every of your money that come to me will go to a good cause. And I basically mean this thing. It's going to go for a good cause. I will use it for something that even when you are not there, you'll be proud of that I use your money. I'm not going to take your money and use it to go and drink ogogoro, please. So when you're gifting me, know that you are gifting somebody that is going to use your money to assist other people or other project or other mission that is more important than what we're doing here. I want to thank you. That I really want to appreciate my sister Tracy from United States. She's always very gracious to me and she always gift me. I want to thank you. And I want to thank all of you guys that are contributing. Your comment is a gift. Your time that you spend here is a gift. So it doesn't matter whether you are gifting me. I want us to have a fellowship, a conversation. That is what I appreciate more than the gift. But of course, I want to appreciate people that spend their hard-earned money to drop us a gift. A lot of people don't understand. When you are sending that 50 cents, that 50 pence you are sending, if you are going to the shop to buy something, for example, you are going to Asda, TK Maxx, Tesco to buy something of £1 and you don't have 50 cents or 50p, they will not sell that item for you. So if you have £1 million and it's £1 million and you need to buy or make a deal for a house of £1 million and it's missing 50 cents, that deal will not go through. Okay, that deal will never go through because the money is incomplete. So that is why I appreciate every money that you give to me. I appreciate it because I know it's coming from a source and God will replenish you with another source, even in sevenfold. So having said that, I want to welcome our YouTubers. Those of you that are joining us from YouTube, make sure you share it. Please share our platform. And once you visit this platform, make sure you subscribe. Thank you so much. For over 100 people have basically clicked subscribe. I saw it. Our YouTube is growing. I told you guys already, and I'll keep repeating myself. I'm a content creator with a purpose, and I want to maintain that standard as long as possible. Now, I've got a couple of video that I want to show to you guys today, especially those of you guys on YouTube. I have applied for my stream key from TikTok. When stream key is arrived, I will be able to be showing the video that I want to show to you guys on TikTok as well. At the moment, TikTok have a restriction that you are not able to show external video directly on TikTok. But once I get my stream key, whenever I'm showing the video on YouTube, that video will also automatically appear on TikTok as well, and you guys can see it. I am a big creator. I am reaching over 1.4 million a month on TikTok. So that is a lot of reach. So TikTok have agreed to give me my stream key, complement of what we're achieving by you guys visiting my platform and having a contribution. So now I will start from, let me start from, I don't know. I think I want to start according to the order. I want to start from VDM, Very Dark Man, one of Nigerian famous activists. I am now officially calling Very Dark Man an activist. Is a name I did not want to call him, but I want to tell you guys that when I criticize him, I was not criticizing him because I hated him. I was basically trying as much as possible to guide so that his mission will not be lost. A lot of people don't understand when we are doing this thing. He has a lot of influence and we wanted to guide it. He's now hitting the right button and we are here for it. He's calling out the government. He's doing all the right thing. He has stopped doing petty fighting, picking on irrelevant topic. And I really appreciate him for that, for taking criticism to the to his content, and he's doing absolutely well. So Very Dark Man, kudos to you. I don't hate him. A lot of you guys think I dislike him. It's just that I am not afraid of his supporter to call him out. And when I see him doing a great job, of course, I will come down here and also commend him for those that care to listen. Now, Very Dark Man has been pushing some button in Nigerian social media circle when it comes to social issue. Last week, he talks about the Access Bank, the lady that her brother passed away and left 500 million, and Access Bank tried to dye that money. And Very Dark Man came out and report a couple of days ago that Access Bank have explained to him that this money was never available, which Very Dark Man know, and every one of us know that Access Bank is lying, because Access Bank have taken this money. There is no way they will ever admit to it. And there's little Very Dark Man will do. He has bring it to the public. The Senate have heard about it. Everybody have heard it, but nobody is helping because we don't have any system for check and balances in Nigeria. The senators that them supposed to they look at this kind of matter. The senator now them supposed to look at this matter. Say person pay in money where they bank don't pay that money. Bank come print statement out. Bank can they omit, can they hide 2-year statement. Very Dark Man talk about it, shout about it. Nobody was helping him to basically echo that story so that Access Bank will do the right thing. Then Access Bank reached out to Very Dark Man, and Very Dark Man came out and say Access Bank said there was never a money. It was a MTN yellow account, which does not make any sense. But there's little Very Dark Man could do. That's where we have senators. That will help. We have regulatory body. Nigeria don't have it. The banks are in the hand of Senate Committee on Banking, and what they are interested in is money. Every day, Zenith Bank is making over 10 billion naira on transaction every blessed day. When you check your bank account right now, you see 50 naira transaction for transferring. If you see somebody going on the street, you give them 500 naira, Zenith Bank will take 20 naira from you. So all those money is an illegal acquisition of your money. But there is a Senate, a regulatory body in the Senate House. They call Senate Committee on Banking Sector. They are the ones sharing that revenue. Every end of the month, they will share that money with them. The money taken from you, the money taken from me. So they are not going to be asking difficult questions. When VDM came out and talked about this lady's money missing, senators were looking somewhere else. They don't want to hear that because that is where their money is coming from. That is how they make their billions. Yes, so I want to say kudos to VDM for changing his messages. Again, for those of you guys that worship celebrity, if VDM F off tomorrow, I'll also come here and criticize him for my followers. That is what I would do. But for now, I am looking at a guy that is basically taking criticism and adjusting himself. The other day, he came out with account and he was making it obvious to people that the money contributed to him, he's not spending it. Kudos to VDM on that. Now, this is a very important topic that he went into, and we really want to support him on that. VDM today. It's not.
I mean, is the estate where Wike is trying to forcefully collect.
I want you to listen to this. Let me give you a background of the story. The FCT minister has been doing undoing in Abuja. He's been going about demolishing building, taking estate, and everything like that. And nobody is talking. Those of you guys that are watching, please, I want you to pin down what I'm about to say. Say P2B. P2B, please write it down. That is why I say the topic I want to discuss today, VDM, FCT minister, then and P2B. That is opposition figure in Nigeria. I want you to pin P2B down on one corner of your listening. Now, the FCT minister has been going about stealing land, making people homeless, collecting houses, revoking licenses of land. CFO is being taken by force. Nobody is talking. We don't have opposition in Nigeria. We don't have civil rights movement in Nigeria. We don't have advocate in Nigeria. But I want to say congratulations or well done, VDM, because VDM is putting mouth in this kind of story, which is very hard to deal with. It is very, very hard. But I really appreciate that VDM is bringing it to the member of the public. And I believe all the bloggers should actually be reposting that particular incident or what is taking place. I am not in any support of taking people's land, especially in Federal Capital Territory. But VDM has been following this story. A place called a Life Camp. There's a big estate in Life Camp in Abuja. For those of you guys that know Abuja, Life Camp is one of the oldest estate in Abuja. I grew up, part of my growing up is Abuja. I know Abuja from my nail to my toe. It's my town. My state is like an hour away from the Federal Capital Territory. My hometown is 1.5 hour away from Abuja. So I basically embedded Abuja. I've got a property in that area as well. So I know Abuja very, very well. To my Twitter nail. I know it very well. So Life Camp is an estate that has been there for many, many years. Many, many years has been there. But if you look at where Life Camp is one of the most strategic areas of Abuja. And every government that have come into power have actually left Life Camp, what Life Camp is. But Tinubu, being a property grabber, APC have left it for over 16 years. They've been in power now, but Tinubu over 8 years, basically. That Tinubu will make it 12 years. They've been in power. They have left that place. PDP never touched Life Camp, but Tinubu want that place. A lot of you guys may not like what I'm about to say, but I will tell you now, VDM has gone to that estate a couple of days ago and highlighted to Nigeria what Wike is doing. Wike has revoked all of their licenses. Wike want to take the land by force, by any means necessary. And I commended VDM 2 days ago when I saw that video. I didn't talk about it, but I was following the story. And then he gave us an update again on that particular story. And that's why I tell you that VDM is changing. It's changing to real activist. And he deserves our commendation, even as much as we criticize him before. And I used to criticize him. But when he's doing something right, it is on me to come out here and say, yes, this is exactly where I want him to be put him out, instead of Bobrisky, instead of Ashimoshu, or all these kind of irrelevant people in Nigerian scheme of things. Now, I'm going to play the voice of VDM for you. And I do hope you guys can hear it on TikTok. Please listen.
Now, these people have been here since 1980. I'm currently live at Lifecam Roundabout, and behind me is the estate where Wike is trying to forcefully collect. Now, these people have been here since 1984, where they have allocated this land to them. They have the papers, they have all the legal documents.
The estate has been there since 1984. This particular estate in Lifecamp area has been there since 1984. So I want you, if you are watching right now and you're minus 1984 from your age, you know how old you are when this estate has been existing.
And Wike woke up one morning and said he has revoked the land, that the land is vacant. I showed you around the estate, all these people behind me, all these cars behind me are the people living inside.
Wike, the FCT minister, the misfire FCT minister, the drunkard FC minister, the election robber called Wike, wake up one morning and said, I am demolishing or I am revoking the license of the estate. From 1986 to today, it's not 100 years. Every C of O have to last for 100 years. 100 years, and maybe the government can revoke it. But in this kind of dispensation, Wike is doing it for a reason. And I am going to tell you the reason. If you know Abuja, you will know this particular area is going to be the next most luxurious areas of Abuja.
The estate with their kids and their family inside the estate. Wike woke up one morning and said he has revoked it, and now he has allocated it to this person. Now,
so Wike has revoked the land just about 4 weeks ago, and within that 4 weeks he revoked the land. He has allocated it to another person. But guess who VDM is alleging now that Wike allocated to? As I'm talking to you now, for those of you guys watching on YouTube, VDM basically have got the paper out. If you don't understand, VDM is in a great position at the moment to do bribery and information collection because he understands Nigeria. If I'm in Abuja and I want information, I will buy it from the authority. I'll buy it from everybody, from the clerk, from the secretary, from assistant. I'll buy information from them. And VDM is actually bringing a proof out of who that properties has been sold to or who that land has been sold to. So VDM has a document on his hand. I can't read the document, but according to him, you will hear him as he said, and even call the name of the company or the estate that Wike claim that he has sold it for. Just listen.
I have the RFO and the CFO woke up one morning and said he has revoked the land, that the land is vacant. I showed you around the estate, all these people behind me, all these cars behind me are the people living inside the estate with their kids and their family inside the estate. Wike woke up one morning and said he has revoked it, and now he has allocated it to this person. Now, I have the RFO and the CFO to the people he allocated it to. He allocated it to Saravera Nigerian Limited, which they contacted them, they are not in existence. This same Saravera,
the Saravera Nigerian Limited is not in existence. It's just a name. Saravera Nigerian Limited is not a company. Wike go to a full estate, collect land from them, collect their house, and then sold it to a company that is not John Doe. Let's call it a company called John Doe, a non-existent entity. I don't know whether you still think you have a country. For those of you guys that live abroad and you are planning, so when some clowns and drunkards are telling you how Nigeria is a great place, you too, you are there thinking, maybe I should move back to Nigeria. Try now. Try. Go. Carry your bag and go. I'm encouraging you to move. I am encouraging you to move.
There are allegedly the people that are currently managing Wike's hotel in Port Harcourt. Now,
so the name of the company Wike sold it for. There's a company like that in Port Harcourt that are managing his property for him. His hotel, Wike's got a hotel. What they are trying to do, this is called land grabbers. This is called literally a land grabbers in a broad daylight. I told you guys a few days ago, you heard about 743 building that was found in Abuja. That story is gone now. Nobody's talking about it. Nobody's going to demolish those buildings. They're not going to demolish it. What they will do, as Nigerian social media and bloggers and media have overlooked it and move on to the next story now, they will finally just sell it to another family of corrupted people in Nigeria, and there will be the new owner of that estate. Now, VDM is presenting evidence on his page. I am not taking his word to the bank. It's an allegedly at the moment, but I do appreciate his effort. That is the major reason why I'm actually highlighting where I see a new direction of VDM. Going to a project or a story that actually has something to do with real people's situation, not just chasing Bobrisky and some clowns like that in Nigerian social media space.
Another person that has a big share in the whole of this thing is the head and the leader of the minority in House of Reps in the name of Kingsley Chinda. Now,
so VDM went ahead and named the minority leader in the House of Representatives. His name is Kingsley Chinda. After VDM published this, I went and checked the guy out. There's actually a guy called Kingsley Chinda in the House of Rep. I leave it at that space. VDM is accusing the minority leader in the House of Rep, who minority leader will be a PDP. So Wike collected land, sold it for himself, then called a PDP House of Rep that's supposed to be checkmating APC, what APC government is doing, and gave him his own share. And then the parliament will not talk about it. These are the allegations. It's a very serious allegation that VDM is making. It is a complete, when I mean serious, this is one of the most damaging story ever. But of course, we're not interested. People are not picking this now, because if VDM is talking about Bobrisky now, 1 million people will go and pick it. But these are very, very important. Not because me and you have access to that land, but for you to just understand how disposable we are as a citizen. How these people, the kind of content they have on us, that they don't really care about us, that they don't care about us.
I'm calling on the Nigerian Army, the Nigerian Navy, and the Nigerian Air Force, because what is happening here today is just injustice. Why I'm calling on you people is that the person that owns this land, the person that have the legal document of this land, passed on just 4 years ago. It's his family and his people and a whole community that love him that is living here. This man was the first cadet in the Nigerian Defense Academy, the #1, the 001. If this kind of thing can happen to him after he passed, after the service, this man is a man that carried bullets in his body for years before he passed on. If it can happen to him, you that is a current colonel, current general, current whatever thing, and you cannot open your mouth to talk against this injustice.
So where you know that Nigeria is finished is this. If armed robber rob you in Nigeria, you call VDM. A bank take your money, you call VDM. If police harass you, you call VDM. If somebody beat you, you call VDM. Are you guys looking at what I'm looking at right now? It is a shame. The whole institution that we have now abandoned their responsibility for VDM. Initially, I used to be like, I say VDM is a weapon. I say VDM is a government tool. Because I don't know why everyone is reporting everything to VDM and they're not reporting it to the government. Then I have a second thought about it, and I thought, okay, what is the point of constantly fighting VDM? Why can't I wait, let VDM bring it out? Because government is basically advocating their responsibility to an individual. So how many people have seen how people are reporting situation to VDM? Every dispute, people want to reach out to VDM. A celebrity in Nigeria was reporting to VDM, somebody robbed him of his land. We don't have institution. It's finished. So VDM is now the police. VDM is now the judge. VDM is now the junta. We are in a trouble. We are literally in a serious pandemic right now. You have to really understand how decay our country is. Now, I'm going to tell you who won this land. Just listen.
That Wike wants to do here. Mind you, tomorrow will be your turn. Because now you are sacrificing for the country. You are sacrificing for the country. You don't even have time for your own kids. You don't have time for your own kids. You are busy, okay, buy this one and buy this one so that your children will enjoy the time that they did not spend with you. You will now die tomorrow. And Wike or somebody will just come and dispose them and chase them away for no just reason. Because he wants the place for himself. This is not done. Injustice for one is injustice for all. He brought bulldozer today, as you can see on my screen. He brought bulldozer today. But now the bulldozer went away. We don't know whether they are trying to go and reinforce. The cars that you are seeing parked around the wall, we are trying to use those cars.
So Wike have not even demolished the estate. He's already sold it off. He has not demolished the estate. He's already sold it off. And we have opposition in Nigeria. That is where I am coming with P2B, people like Atiku. The guy have not even revoked the land fully. He's sold off. There's a new owner of the properties in that estate. What are the offense of these people? Since 1986, these properties has been there. This estate has been there. What suddenly happened? I don't understand. But this is the country you have. And I'm talking to Nigerians in diaspora that are thinking that they have a place called home. Just imagine if you go to Nigeria about 5 months ago, 8 months ago, and you use 150 million to buy a house in that estate. And you get all your documents. And now the government want to demolish it. How would you feel?
Block the walls. They are using those cars to block the walls so that when the bulldozers come, they'll come and meet people here. If we can ready, when time reach, we will pack all the old children where they live here. Because he said this place is vacant. We'll bring all the children living here, put it in front of the trailer, and be the bulldozer, let him crush everybody. Make buy all the children, buy all of us where they here. Do you understand? All these people where they here, they pack plenty of them in different families here. You said the place they vacant. Now you know if you want to allocate and give another person, you allocate them for your own self. Before.
So he collected people's land, then he allocated for himself and his own family members and his own team. How is it even possible? We have opposition in Nigeria. We actually have opposition in Nigeria.
You can revoke a land is when the land is disturbing the public interest. Maybe you want to build road, you want to build school, you want to build hospital. Do you understand? That's when you can revoke land. Meanwhile, you came and serve them notice after you have already allocated the land. That was when you serve notice. You serve notice on the 22nd of November and you don't allocate the land on the 10th. and you don't allocate the land on the 15th of November. Where's that done? Nyesom Wike, you are becoming power drunk, and this is abuse of power. You are abusing your office.
So this is where Very Dark Man has taken his activism to a place where we always anticipated. And for those of you guys that think we're criticizing him before, it is called correction. That's what we do. I don't have the kind of platform he has, and I appreciate him for that, but I'm not worshiping him. So when things like this come up, we'll call him out so that he can put his mouth on it and he can put searchlight. Not that anything will be done. If Wike decide to go to that estate tomorrow and demolish everything, trust me, nothing will happen. Nothing will happen. Nothing will happen. It is called state takeover. This is like they have taken over the government and everything within it. So there is nothing a citizen can actually do. And those people that you think can speak for you, they don't speak for you. They are worshiping their bosses. If Wike call for a birthday party today, who is who in Nigeria will be there? All of your faith will be there. We don't know how to protest. That's why Pastor Toby look at us day and say, Nigeria, now only rice when I need. Say, na rice. When I no get sense, say, na rice when I need. That's how they see us finish. Because this is now no concern anybody now. Nobody is talking about it. It's not a big news. But when I saw it on VDM's page, I read it and I said, we need to put searchlight on this. Wike is taking the property.
Please stop this. Come back to your senses, sir. With all due respect. Thank you very much. So we are here currently live with the wait. We'll see what's going to happen. Peace and love. Don't play. Show round. Just through the car. Don't take. Just go around. Come back.
Last month he purchased.
It's basically showing the areas and all that. It's funny, guys. Let me go ahead and show another video that I need to show. Now, the next video that I'm going to show, the same Wike, still has something to do with the same Wike. That shows you the kind of clowns that are leading us. So I saw this video on... So I'm done with the Wike situation. So VDM is finished. We've analyzed it. I'm done. So the next one I will show to you guys is this story was on Arise TV today. And I want you to listen to this. A Wike, the same Wike special assistant or aide went to a funeral. And this is what he said at the funeral to the guy that lost his wife. I'm showing you, not to laugh, I'm showing you the kind of people that is in charge of your economy. The kind of mindset that is in a leadership position in Nigeria. Listen.
In a video now making rounds on social media, congratulated the state's governor, Pastor Umo Eno, on the demise of his wife. Let's take a look.
I won't say anything, but for me, the last thing to say, let me first of all congratulate His Excellency, the governor of the state, over the demise of his dear love.
Just listen. Somebody went to a funeral. Somebody went to a funeral and said, let me congratulate the governor over the demise of his wife. Just imagine it. Yesterday, another governor was in Edo State trying to present a budget, and he could not pronounce the amount that he wants to spend. He could not read the numbers. And he's just been elected as a governor of Edo State. Here you have today, somebody went to a funeral and he said, I want to congratulate the governor for the demise of his wife. Congratulations, your wife don't buy. Just imagine. You have to have a brain of a chicken. You have to have a brain of a chicken. And these guys are in power. They are the people behind the economy of Nigeria. According to what the news is saying, is Governor Wike. These are the people advising Governor Wike. We just talk about Minister Wike now. It's no longer a governor. Minister Wike taking people's land. Taking people's land unjustified. So now one of his advisors attended a funeral and said, I want to congratulate the person that lost his wife. He was even saying it chewing gum in his mouth. And Nigerians will start giving him excuse. English is not our mother tongue. If you don't know English, you don't get common sense. Listen.
Wife, I want to wish all of us.
Only belonged to her grandfather.
To Senate President Godswill Akpabio in a video now making rounds on social media.
Sorry. He's a special advisor to Senate President, not Wike. I will treat my word. A special advisor to Senate President, not Wike. Please forgive me. I don't know why Wike is on my head today like a Otapiapia.
Congratulated the state's governor, Pastor Umo Eno, on the demise of his wife. Let's take a look.
I won't say anything, but for me, the last thing to say, let me first of all congratulate His Excellency, the governor of the state, over the demise of his dear, lovely wife. I want to wish all of us a very happy stay today. May God bless.
He even want to wish themselves that came to eat a very happy stage today. And may God bless them. I wonder what the governor is thinking. He is a special advisor to the Senate President. So this guy, if the Senate President is planning something to do with Nigeria, this guy will give advice to Senate President. Okay, let's do it like this. This one. And Senate President is the third in line. These are the kind of clowns that we have in the management of a country. Tomorrow, you will say why the diasporans are criticizing back home. Somebody was telling me that you have failed in the UK, you should come back to home. I went on the profile of the person. I look at his profile. He looked hungry to me. And I will still feed him in Nigeria. In short, I can put that person on a salary for the next 5 years. Whatever he's earning now, I can double it for him. But the person is telling me, because I am being critical of the way things are run, he said, if I have failed in the UK, I should come to Nigeria. But he's in Nigeria. And with the mere looking of him, his life is already angry. His whole life is anger.
Thank you.
Well, when I said division 3 people are the ones who get into government, this is a perfect exemplification, illustration of my point about the leadership procurement, leadership recruitment process in Nigeria. Okay, a man has lost his very darling wife, and at the funeral you go there and you say you congratulate him. I mean, what kind of characters are these? These are the kind of leaders you have. One day, this same character will be promoted by people
to a minister. The same character can be a minister tomorrow. This is the kind of brain that Akpabio is working with. I don't know how many of you have taken your time to listen to Akpabio. This is the kind of brain. Akpabio was twice governor, then a minister of Niger Delta, then a minister, then is now a Senate president. And these are his staff. This is the guy that advised him. just brain. It's like when your brain is working, you are not qualified to work. It is when it's totally become finished, then they can give you a position. They can say, yeah, it's time for you to carry job now, to work for the government of Nigeria.
Peter's principle beyond the level of his competence, and he will go to an international community and embarrass Nigeria by just talking from the wrong side of his brain. The thing speaks for itself. It speaks for itself.
I'm sorry, I can't.
Who goes to a funeral to congratulate the family?
I apologize. This man, let me think English as our first language.
His name, by the way, is Uduakudo.
I think that's one of the big, it's a big challenge. Let me think. English is not our first language. Let me think. I think it's a problem.
With due respect.
Maybe what he wanted to say was congratulate him on the success of being able to bury his wife and give her a
Even with
fitting,
that,
you know.
even saying any word congratulation at the funeral is literally abnormal. I said, I am done. And I want to encourage as many diasporans as possible. Don't go to Nigeria if you don't need to. Oludayo, good evening. My brother Oludayo. Hold on. I think I know why I can't hear you. Go on a second. Good evening. Yes, I can hear you very well now.
The thing going on in Nigeria is something else.
Unbelievable.
But to start with, let's start from the top itself.
Mm.
Akpabio himself that is employing in an entity. What has he, all his while in government, what can he show for it? I don't see anything tangible he has done that, okay, this is what Akpabio did for his people. Nigerians now, for his own people, where he came out from. What has he done for his own people? What can his people say, okay, this is what he has done? But they keep electing them, recycling garbage.
Well, I really want to, the electing them is no longer, I don't longer accept it though. They are selecting themselves.
It's just they elect themselves. Oh, this is who is going to be there next. They're not elect. They select themselves. As it is now, every Nigerian knows who the next person in power would be.
It's a sad situation. This is not even a laughing matter anymore.
So it's Nigeria. We have lost hope on that country.
Unbelievable. Congratulations.
Let's go separate ways.
I think that sharing is not even going to possible anymore.
They should give me my own money and I forget about it. They give me not sharing Nigeria. Let them sell it to
China. Let China colonize it again.
They go back to the drawing board and they use them again as laborers to build their own nation. Maybe they will understand it then.
It's crazy. It's crazy that a minister.
Some people are even saying if the military come back to power, they should overthrow the government. It's not going to be different because most of the politicians right now are retired generals. So it's still the same thing. Once a soldier is always a soldier.
We are defeated. We are defeated. And ironically, I saw the vice president criticizing the conservative leader in the UK yesterday that why the lady is not proud of Nigeria. I'm looking at the man. I'm like, do you have to put him out? Are you proud of Nigeria, Mr. Vice President? Your children are in the UK here.
He's even proud of where he's from, not even talk of Nigeria. Is he proud of? Is his village proud of him?
Crazy. Let me play it more.
Send forth. No, he said demise. I'm trying.
Why are you editing him?
I'm trying.
We had him now.
I'm trying to help him.
That's not, you see, that's how I know. You know, everything is called, you know, politicians in their dictionary. I congratulate you, remember, I congratulate you. Maybe he has, they've not taught him commiserate. He's not there yet. I congratulate you. I congratulate you. When he got there, because they don't taught him commiserate, just say, I congratulate you on the demise of your wife.
Come on.
No commiserate. Not commiserate.
No, don't worry. Very soon he will come and say this is AI generated, and that he was quoted out of context. Just be prepared.
Okay, yes, no problem.
They will say this is AI.
He can even sue for defamation.
What the country?
What a country. What a country.
Why is Kevin?
Okay, now this is where the vice president of Nigeria. This is our last review now. This is when the last president of the vice president of Nigeria was trying to give a reply to Kemi Badenoch, the conservative leader, the young lady from Nigeria who moved to the UK at the age of 16, acquire her education here, and able to rise to the position of a conservative leader. That lady has been very critical of Nigeria, just the way we've been very critical. Any Nigerians abroad that are praising Nigeria, they know exactly what they're aiming for. Neither they have somebody in the government, or they are anticipating that they will go back and be somebody in their community. I don't see any Nigerians that really love the country that will tell you that Nigeria is doing well as a state. Nigeria is a recipe of a failed state. Whoever is telling you we are doing well, they are lying to you. Everything in that country is a failed state recipe. The way the country is being administered is nothing but a failed state. I can tell you that Somalia is actually doing better than Nigeria when it comes to administrative. Nobody cares about the dignity of that nation. Nobody wants to fix the living room. Everybody just want to take and take and take and take. And that is why I said it last month when I make a broadcast here. And I said that Nigeria was never meant to be one. The foundation of that country is fundamentally wrong. We can sugarcoat it from here to next year. We can say it's one beautiful country. Is let me even stop there. We can say it's the most populous black nation on the face of the earth. We are the reason why black people failed across the globe. If we can take the credit to be the most populous nation, then we are also the reason why the black people are failing across the globe, because we have never lived to our potential. We've never stand to say we want to support other African countries to rise. We have failed. Election has just been conducted in Ghana. You did not hear one pim. There was no violence. The election chairman did not come and announce a different result. The people voted and their vote counted. And this is where we are as a country. A local government chairman don't even need to campaign. Once Abuja say you are going to be a local government chairman, you'll be a local government chairman. So the nation is a parallel of its own. Our country should never be one. The British strategically did what they did, and they corner it to be one country. And I tell you, anybody who is preaching patriotism is because it's eating from the plate. Once the food is over, that person will stop preaching patriotism. And I keep telling this, I keep saying it to everyone. Even Jagaban, Tinubu, that is in the government today, there was a time he was preaching no one Nigeria. This Tinubu printed saying no one Nigeria. He believed in Oduduwa nation. Today, they are preaching one Nigeria. Once they leave government now, they will not preach one Nigeria. So, and I don't see us ever liberating ourselves because of the sentimental hatred and lack of coordination that we have among ourselves as a people. An average Nigeria don't show love to themselves. We don't care about the space. In this community in the UK, the park, I could smoke cigarette now and throw it in my living room. This is my house. I can smoke cigar and throw the cigarette away in my living room, but I cannot do it outside in the common area. I cannot do it in a park. I cannot do it in a field. I cannot do it on the road. I cannot do it. When I take my dog on a walk, I have to take a handkerchief on my hand, a plastic bag on my hand to pick my dog shit. But I can allow my dog to poo-poo in my house, no problem. That is your own space. But the opposite is in Nigeria. Every of our public infrastructure is being destroyed at the benefit of somebody's private infrastructures. You will see somebody driving 10 convoy of a vehicle to his house. The road is like this, but as soon as he gets into his driveway, it's all ring tie all the way to his house. All the way to his house is ring tie. But when they come to the public space, it's nothing. You go to our airport, the lights are missing. In the toilet, if you use the toilet, you will see somebody standing there to say, cut a tissue paper for you like you are a rat. They will cut a tissue paper for you to use it to wipe your bum bum. Somebody is standing saying good morning, good afternoon, good morning, good afternoon. A toilet. And there's more than 10 billion naira budget for that facility. There's a money for toilet tissue. There's a money to clean the toilet. There's a money to maintain. Nigerian airport is one of the most expensive airports. If I'm going to Hong Kong right now, or I'm going to Shanghai, I will fly for 15 hours to get to Shanghai. 15 solid hours. I was in Guangzhou. It's almost 15 hours I flew. I can check right now. I will see a ticket of 250 pounds for a 15-hour flight to China. I can go to Thailand with 350 pounds. I can go to Malaysia from London with 280, with 300, under 500 pounds. I can go to United States with 8-hour flight from London with 300 pounds. But I can never dare to go to Nigeria with 700 pounds. It's impossible. I cannot get a ticket. A direct ticket from London to Abuja right now is over 1,600 to 2,000. It's over 1,000 pounds to go for 6-hour flight. For 6-hour flight, somebody's calling me, guys. Sorry about that. For a let me put it on do not disturb for now. For a 6-hour flight, I will pay over 1,000 pounds. We don't have our airline. These are the airlines operating in Nigeria. Air Amarok, Ethiopia Airline, Air France, British Airways, Emirates. Then we have Air Peace, a private enterprise. And they are trying to frustrate Air Peace even from London. They gave us Gatwick, the last airport in the UK to land. The senator will never tell the British government, British, the BA is coming to Abuja. The BA is coming to Lagos. Our airline, our national airline or supposedly national airline should be landing at Heathrow. You give us a slot at Heathrow. They will not do it because they will go and collect bribe in private. We don't have a country. Let us be realistic to ourselves. We have an individual nation. I want you to tell me, what are you proud of as a Nigerian? If you can list 2 items you are proud of, what are you going to tell me you are proud of? I am proud we are the most populous nation in the world. I am proud because I am a Nigerian. What are you proud of? Your name is not even on the registered. Oluda, go ahead. Go ahead. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. How are you, sir?
I'm very good, thank you. Prince Ade.
How are you?
Go ahead. I can hear you. If you can raise your voice a little bit so that the YouTubers, we have people on YouTube and I don't have a microphone. They can only hear you when you talk a little louder. Sorry about that.
I'm sorry. I'm calling.
That's okay. Go ahead. We'll manage to hear you. Let me connect mic. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm just scrolling around and I come up on your platform. And I stopped by to hear some of your submissions. And they really make too much of sense.
Thank you, sir.
But the thing that matters to us, first of all, is I wanted to make people understand that Nigeria is a joke. Nigeria is a joke. That's number one. Number two, may Nigeria never happen to you. If Nigeria happened to you, you are not bound to resist. May Nigeria never happen to you, because the thing that is lost is that we don't have accountability and transparency. Nobody is held accountable for mismanagement and misgovernance. And you see, our problem is so enormous that we, the citizens of that country that call ourselves a citizen of a banana republic, we tend to worship, we tend to glorify impunity and criminality. When somebody come out all of a sudden and he's after getting his money, he's gotten wealth, we don't care to scrutinize them. What did they do for living before they become a billionaire?
And when me and you try to scrutinize them, his victim will come for you. His victim.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, sir. Because you see, what I find most important in what you are saying is, first of all, Nigeria is a limited liability company in the hand of the British.
Absolutely.
Nigeria is a limited liability company. So until the stakeholders find the needful to say, look, enough, give us back our products. But you will find out that most of these oligarchs in Nigeria, they are neither imperialist stooges or they belong to an imperialist club where decision is being made to ruin their nation. You mentioned Nigeria that they are the giant of Africa.
Okay.
Don't say anything bad about them.
We in short, we are the toad of Africa. I use the word toad in the kindest time. We are the toad of Africa.
You get me? And I used to tell people that care to listen to me. The people that are called Nigerian, they are no more than 100,000 citizens. The rest of us, we are peasants. It's a country where you lack your fundamental human right is trampled upon. A country where the judicial system is collapsed to the earth. A country whereby freedom of speech and expression is lacking. You are not a citizen. A country whereby you cannot come out and say, okay, this is my Nigerian passport. I'm proud to be a Nigerian. The question you ask, what are those things that I could tell you to say that make you to beat your chest and say, look, I am a proud Nigerian? Anybody, let's forget about irrespective of our stand. Can anybody stand and say, okay, look, I'm a Nigerian, except for those who benefit from this dirty government?
And anybody who stand to say, I am a Nigerian, that is not benefiting that says so, when you look at them, it's ignorant. Because I've actually, this question you asked now, in one of my podcasts one time, I asked about it. And I asked, and somebody was telling me, we are doing well musically. And I look at the person, I'm like, are you dumb?
And sir, you look at the scenario. What was supposed to be the opposite is now the world. I'll give you an example of what I meant. Let me take Lagos State as a case study. When you look at Lagos State, if we have proper governance, if we have accountability and transparency with honesty, Lagos State should rank among 4 to 10 biggest economy in Africa.
Lagos State should be competing with California.
Yes, not to mention Nigeria as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
You understand me? Because the so-called tout of Lagos, when I made the research, somebody was doing research. The money they made from the transport in Lagos State is about $300 million annually. Then I asked myself a question: why then do we live below poverty level? Now, you now find out that those whose parents struggle to send them to school to study now became peasants in the hand of these hoodlums. You can imagine a child who will tell you he has the direct line of the governor of a state, the direct line of commissioner of the police. Do you call that person a country? Where freedom of speech? You know what I'm saying? When you're fighting with this tout, the next thing you see is that, and to my surprise, to my chagrin, you find out these touts, they're now they are doing more than what I would refer to as wigs. You see them going in their cars with convoy, with taxpayer money that is being used to secure the state. You see policemen in their convoy following them. Those who went to university, who have first class, second class, they end up driving Uber, Bolt, driving Marwa, giving many jobs. They are at the mercy of this non-personal grata. All these good or no person people, they now become Lord over those who know, or over those who have pedigree. And when you talk to them, they will tell you shit happens.
They know.
For how long do you want to mortgage the life of the life of a generations yet unborn? Like you said earlier, like you said, like I was listening to you. Somebody will tell you he has 50 cars parked in his garage. Thousands of commuters are walking to their house without getting them on time. Somebody will tell you, I'm having 100 houses in Nigeria, not to mention outside the country. We have about millions of people who are homeless. Some cannot even pay house rent. The sector. When I was in Nigeria, there's a dog. I don't want to mention his name. There was this communal clash between another gang of thugs and the fought. So he was shot a dead gun in his eyes. This present president was the governor of Lagos State. Do you know that this man was flown out of Lagos that night to Germany for a special treatment?
Because he's man.
A non-personal grata.
A non-state actor.
There are people in Mercy Hospital, in Onik Hospital, who are only asking for 10,000 naira for deliverance, just to deliver their baby. Doctor says no money for them. They end up dying untimely. There are some people that have died because they cannot breathe, they cannot pay doctor first and payment. And here you have people. And when you even go around the world now, the best hand of Nigerian doctors and engineers, they fled the country because there is no hope. A country that we cannot power ourselves since 1999, 23 years to this day. Nigeria still lives in darkness. Suddenly, they came out with Bande and Bambi. What does that mean? Here you are, here we are in London. I can tell people, if you go to your house and you don't have light, it's neither you don't charge your
you don't do top up. If you don't top up your phone, then you don't have it. If you don't top up your meter,
you can't go to your house in England and open your tap and water will not run. Nigeria is a fraud. It's a fake country. Imagine a country whereby you don't give people life. You go about asking for payment of electricity.
And if you don't pay, they will cut the one you have already even. My brother, let me just be brutally very, very honest. And I've been saying it here for those people that care to listen. I disagree a lot with Nnamdi Kanu. But there one thing he said one time, which I fought him. I used to be on the side of the patriotic Nigerians. In short, I had a page that time called Patriotic. And I was watching because I'm a critical thinker. I think outside the box all the time. Now the Kanu came up one day and said, Nigeria is a zoo. It's a zoo. And his followers started calling Nigeria zoo. And I will come, I'm like, how can you call Nigeria zoo? Yes, I used to advocate. I used to basically insult him on my page. Why would you call Nigeria zoo? And one day, I was in Austria. And somebody want to jump. Somebody want to commit. Want to end it. Yes, and try to jump. And right in front of me, I saw more than 5 fire service. I saw more than 20 men trying to save that man. Try to save that man. And when I went home, yes, when I went home, I just brought out my phone and I said, I want to say I'm sorry to Nnamdi Kanu. I said, Nigeria is not a zoo. I say, you insult Nigeria for calling, you insult zoo for calling Nigeria a zoo. It's an insult. Nigeria is worse than a zoo. My brother, what's supposed to be, even in a jungle, there's a rule. I don't even have a word. I currently do not have any adjective to describe that entity. And nobody should tell me otherwise. Any of you that say, may Nigeria, any of you that are claiming patriotism in your heart, I pray for you that may Nigeria happen to you. May everything that is called Nigeria be your portion. May when you go left, may Nigeria become your part. May you go light. May Nigeria.
Mr. Ben, nobody, to be honest with you, nobody is patriotic anymore. The patriotism they are talking about is just how to get to power to take their own share. That's the patriotism.
Mr. Rutayo, you are very much correct.
Nobody is patriotic again in Nigeria.
Everybody,
if I'm describing patriotism right now, is how to get to power. Even if it's local government chairman, so I can get my own share and run. That's the patriotism they are singing. Anybody who is telling you, oh, I'm a patriotic Nigerian, what has Nigeria done to me? Is if I start listing the nonsense they do in that Nigeria, okay, perfect example. That Nigeria now, they have crude oil, right? You've seen in any curriculum, in any higher institution, on where they teach drilling.
Zero.
It's not in the curriculum. It's one Chinese man or American or British where they don't drill oil that will be that they have it in their curriculum.
Wow, look at where you look at Oludayo, look at where you go to. That is a deep thing you just said now.
Let me tell you something. Oh, this is my brother here is in London. If you go to Woolwich Hospital, right, the first people that will attend to you, the Chinese, Nigerians, and Eastern Europeans. It was about 10 years ago.
And the Filipinos.
Yes, those are the people that will attend to you. You will even hardly see British doctors.
Yes.
British doctors are private hospitals now.
Yes, you're right.
It was about 10 years ago. They started that rule that, okay, if you want to study medicine, it's going to be on the government. Then after your studies, you have to practice for about 5 years before you go.
Yes.
Compulsorily. Is any Nigerian doing it? No. No. As you are now, you are a British citizen. If you travel out and come back, what do they tell you at the point of entry?
You're welcome.
Back home.
You're welcome home.
If you get to that zoo, that question will come out from your mouth is, what do you have for us?
Mr. Dayo, please allow me 2 minutes to explain something to Mr. Ben.
Go ahead. Let me grab water. Go ahead. Have the floor. I'm listening.
When I travel to Nigeria, I flew British Airways. 20 minutes to our landing. When they say we'll soon be landing at the airport, I look across the board where I was sitting. Those of us who are in Nigeria, immediately they add that in Nigeria. Our countenance changes immediately. You know, like picking up food.
It's a different spirit that comes into you once you do this.
Thank you. Like you are going to a jungle where you survive by the fittest.
And imagine, it's only Nigeria you go to. The plane lands. It's still taxiing, to the final stop. Everybody's already grabbing their bag. It's only in Nigeria we see that thing.
Let me not talk to you what happened. Do you know that after the mesmerizing of the customs and whatever, a question. I said, look, I'm coming from London. I hardly see a security or an immigration officer that want to bother me. But here we are. We've got 17. Oh, you're talking to me. We have 17 desks to go through. Okay, after that one, I went to the baggage area. What surprises most Mr. Ben and Mr. Dayo? I saw 2 teenagers. They were wearing NDLE uniform, and they now stopped me. And they said, you're welcome. So I said, okay, I'm well. I said, thank you. The next thing they asked me was, were you the one that packed this bag yourself? I said, are you kidding me? What are you looking for? He said, they wanted to know if I'm carrying anything that is narcotic. I said, and I asked the lady, I said, what ticket is this? He said, British Airways. I said, can you even board British Airways with such thing? I'm calling from an ideal society.
No, but look at the common sense that he's not asking for narcotic. Common sense should tell him you cannot be coming from London from narcotic to Nigeria. It should be the other way around.
I was telling the lady that she now began to argue with me. Because she said, I said, this Igbo that you speak, this British thing, no go help me. I just take that to that proper Lagos voice. And the guy said, this one the place. I said, if you don't leave you now, I will clear you off. I went forward. They said, where's my body pass? I said, body pass? What did
Hey, outside though, you are checking out, you are going home. Oh.
I'll tell you. Do you know, my plane landed 6:30. I left the airport 10:50. I waited at the baggage area for an hour, 20 minutes to 30. And I look at this, the whole place was so hot. I said, what a country is this focusing?
Now, I want to stop you there. And I want you to listen to the next voice that you're going to hear. And the next story you're going to hear. And I was talking about Kemi Badenoch, the leader of Conservative in the UK, the lady that have climbed all the ladder to get to that pinnacle. The lady distastes Nigeria. When I mean distaste, she distasts Nigeria. That if that woman have a way to wipe, she distasts. And do you know what she's doing? She's not doing it. She doesn't want to identify with that country. I don't know. She's not even pretend about it. And the vice president of Nigeria came out yesterday and said, listen, let me play it for the audience.
Kemi Badenoch getting beef from her home country. The Conservatives leader grew up in Nigeria, but she's now being criticised for not always having the kindest words for the African nation. Badenoch, who was born in London but spent most of her first 16 years in Nigeria, said in 2022 it was a place wrought with poverty and broken dreams. And this
poverty and broken dreams. Do you think this woman will even be a candidate, talk less of a leader in Nigeria of any political party? Mr. Ben, she will not even qualify for a president. She said Nigeria is a place of a broken dreams. Every of your dream, every of your desire will be truncated. Now, that was why I said Nigeria is a joke. Mr. Ben, go ahead.
You know, if it was the other way around, a British born moved to Nigeria and grew up, they will never allow that person to attain that place.
We have during the Buhari regime, we have Kemi. Her name is Kemi as well, Minister of Finance. She was doing fantastic. She was doing fantastic, and then she went to touch a finger that she did not supposed to touch. This woman was epitome of. This woman is like this lady. She's epitome of due diligence. She went to the right school. She had the right upbringing. And Buhari bring him in. And then she went to touch the wrong finger. And they fired her because she did not do NYC in Nigeria. And then the lady said, listen, I did my NYC. I did not school in Nigeria. When I went to do it, the governor, who now recommend him, is the one that said, you don't need this thing. So there's what is called pass. So they passed her through and they submitted the document. She never lied about it, but they brought it out that she said she did it. And they remove her as a Minister of Finance. She's as young as this Kemi now. And then that woman, that's how Buhari lost one of the highest rated Minister of Finance. Look at how Buhari run our country for us. So what I am saying is this. For those people in Nigeria that have no choice to escape, I understand your frustration. It can be very funny. You can be jealous. Sometimes I am jealous. Hold on, my brother. Sometimes I'm jealous when somebody is driving a Ferrari because I want to drive it. But I contain myself because I understand the person have to work hard for it. If you go to Nigerian poor people, they will tell you, are you the only one in London? What is wrong with you? Every time UK, every time London, you are failed in London. I say my failure is your achievement in Nigeria. My failure in United Kingdom is my achievement. It's your achievement in Nigeria. So when this lady is talking, she's talking like me and you. She spent the first 16 years of her life in Nigeria, so she understands. And that is why she described Nigeria as a place where dreams are dead in your hand before they are even activated. Dreams are dead in your hand before they're activated. My brother, where we are at the moment, let us just accept that we don't have a country. And anybody who is telling you otherwise, ask them to carry their bag and go to Nigeria.
That is it.
Let them move.
That is it.
Some of these people that are saying is lying is this. They are basically in the middle of thing. They will go dry fasting for 20 days to remain in UK. If government want to chase them away today, they will go on hunger strike. They will go on. Yes.
It's very pathetic. Because when you look at some things at times, I barely can understand some formulas that is operating in that country. Imagine a country whereby we don't, most of the kids we are coming up today, even we that talk, we don't know our history. All we know is foreign history, American and British history. We don't know our history. And what will make us to become more Nigerian is taking it out of our curriculum.
My brother, I disagree with you. There is nothing called one Nigeria is a fraud. It's a fraudulent language. It's like giving children for their Christmas and telling them there's a tooth fairy. There's nothing called one Nigeria. It's a fraud. A Nigeria where a Biraman cannot be president of Nigeria is not a one Nigeria. A Nigeria where a Yoruba man cannot even dream of being a president is not one Nigeria. A Nigeria where Shekiri man cannot dream of being a president is not one Nigeria. A Nigeria whereby we are not even free to move interstate is not one Nigeria. I am telling you now, nobody in Nigeria.
Did you see the drama the Edo governor played today? He cannot even read his own budget.
My brother, that is the least of our problem. That one, we know that one is just a kangaroo. But let me tell you,
that Edo State phone, that one is their problem. Because they knew what they wanted, what they voted for before they voted for him. Let them deal with it. They've been singing it. This guy is in top. They've been singing it for months.
Only dial.
He's not educated. He doesn't know his left from right. But they still voted for him. So let them enjoy it.
Nobody voted for him. Let us withdraw our word. Voted.
Some thugs campaign for him and it's online.
The talk that were campaigning for him were also paid. The election was not even in the hand of the people.
That is their problem. Let them enjoy it.
Yes, let them enjoy the labor of their love.
It's what they bargained for. So let them enjoy it.
What I want to say that Prince, let me mute you a bit because I think you are handling some business there. So what I want to say is this. How can this lady in the UK express her displeasure about Nigeria? It's not because she actually disliked the people of Nigeria. No. It's because in Nigeria is not a place where you can compete. In Nigeria is not a place where your voice and your dream can be activated without taking every other person's own dreams away. Everyone that have made it in Nigeria, neither they have access to government money, but you can point how many people have access to government money in the UK that can tell you they made it. The Boris Johnson left. Is he a billionaire? No. David Cameron left. Are they a billionaire? No. But they are fine. They will live the rest of their life, enjoying their pension and living a good life for the rest of their life. But when one person is in the position of power and take everything that belongs to everyone else and make it his own, like what Wike is doing now, we've just highlighted how Wike is trying to take over a whole estate. We've just highlighted how one man built 743 houses, unit of buildings, and want to keep it for himself. I don't know where we are going, But I can tell you, we don't have a country, and we're not going to have a country in the next 100 years. The error has been done. And it's going to take, I don't know. It's not definitely not my lifetime. Nigeria is not going to be better in my lifetime. And that's what everybody has concluded. It's not going to be bad. It's not going to give me my lifetime. Let me collect as much as possible and secure my children's future against other 1 million children. So Kemi have spoken very well. And I'm going to play it, what the vice president said, before we welcome our next guest.
This year, she added that fear was everywhere in the country. But now,
Kemi added, in Nigeria, fear is everywhere in the country. Remember kidnapping.
Nigeria's vice president has hit back.
We are proud of her, in spite of her efforts at denigrating her nation of origin. She is entitled to her own opinions. She has even every right to remove the Kemi from her name.
Just look at how ignorant this guy is. Oludayo, look at how ignorant this Shetima is. She said she even have a right to remove Kemi from her name. Look at this Boko Haram. Go ahead, sir. Good evening, official Terry. Good evening. Have you been watching us? You hear what we are talking about here? It's quite a difficult topic this evening.
Nigerian matter is actually it's something that can actually make you have headaches. So I've been trying as much as possible these days to avoid anything in Nigerian matters and concentrate more on my spirituality and the rest. This sound you just played now. We have leaders that are just living in. It's like they're living on that planet while we are living we are the one living in Nigeria. Why they are living on that planet? So yes, we are the one living in Nigeria. They are living on that planet. So when you get response like that to the truth that they said, then you come out and start to want to make the person that said the thing, want to make them feel as if what they said was not right, or the person was lying about what the person said and the rest. So we have leaders that are not really in tune with Nigerians. They're not in tune with what is going on with Nigeria. So they, like I said, they are living in another planet where we are the ones living in Nigeria. So I don't take these people seriously. I don't take them serious. Like I was in the bus. I was on the bus recently, and somebody said it takes a corrupt country to elect bad leaders. And quickly, I agreed to that. It takes a corrupt country and a corrupt people rather, the corrupt people to elect corrupt leaders. Yes, it's possible that we did not really align with these people. We didn't vote for them. Most people didn't vote for them actually, but there are still some other people that did this job, and they collected their money and did this all this thing that, I mean, they brought them to the seat. So these people are Nigerians. They are not living as a Nigerian.
My brother, where you will know that we are defeated, if Yakubu, the INEC chairman, post picture today, there will be 500,000 likes. Where is that likes coming from?
You see what I've noticed, yeah? When I started my spiritual journey, I have realized that You see, as much as we we're trying to be westernized in everything we do as an African, like there's a difference between civilization and westernization. So I'm talking about westernization here. The more we keep on going their ways, I mean, we want to be like them, want to be like the white men, we want to have their democracy too. We want to have that kind of democracy. We want to do the things that they do, want to live. No, it's not going to work for us because we are entirely different people. Now, I'm saying that let them begin to take our culture seriously, and then let them use Ogun and Amadioha to swear. Let them drop this Bible and Quran. It's not helping us.
Do you think if we return back to our tradition, it's over, my brother? We've been brainwashed beyond redemption.
I'm telling you, let's go back to our tradition and let's see if it's not going to work out. Now, let me see if somebody like even the least chancellor, the least chancellor in the state will say, I want to use Ogun Amadioha to swear. If I do not do the things I'm supposed to do, let Ogun strike me. And everybody says say to it. Let me see, maybe it will not work. Because they know that the Bible and Quran you people are carrying is not going to do them anything. These people know what they know. In their WhatsApp group and they have already assured themselves that nothing is going to happen to you.
My brother, before they gave you a Bible, they make sure your Shiran is being defeated. They ask you to burn your Shiran, burn everything that you have. That is the one that will take you to hell. And they gave you a package European Jesus. And we all accept it and we are doing very well with it. My brother, let's leave that matter for Matthias. Let's leave that matter for Matthias. Because I don't want to go into religion right now. Because that one is another headache, different format. But it's very, very nice that we have a fellowship this evening. This kind of topic does not attract people. And I want to thank you for taking your time to join us. Oludayo is my own brother. I promise you, Oludayo, I will come and see you in Canada one day. Don't worry. And Prince Ade, I know you've been out there. Thank you so much for all of your contribution this evening. And those of you guys on YouTube that join us, this is a platform you should be proud of. Because this platform, we are not afraid to go into any topic. We are diversified. We know the open nyash. And we know the shake nyash. And I know this is not a very attractive platform because it's boring according to the Gen Z generation. But I'm over 40-something years old. I am not doing Gen Z TikTok. Anybody, my brother, I mean it now. What can I say? I'm not doing Gen Z. Because just imagine now I come here and I start doing tap, 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 tap.
You get people that will come.
They will come. Because people are bored. They want to come and watch clowns. Just imagine I come here and I start doing tap, 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 tap. Hey, tap. This is a different kind of platform. Our platform is more in-depth. It's more controversial, according to the new Gen Z. So what we talk about here is not about, it's something that wake your mindset up. When we analyze politics, we make sure we bring the right brains in. And even, you've never been on our platform, brother. Have you ever been here before? So, what were you seeing us discussing that makes you to join? Please give us a word of advice so we can keep in that kind of mindset.
Okay, so I was just going by. I've come across your
page.
Come across to your page before, but I didn't take cognizance. So this morning rather, I don't know your time over there. I'm not sure you're in Nigeria.
I'm in the UK. So, I'm in the UK right now. Yeah.
I guess I thought as much. Yeah. So okay. So for me, I love where anything that has to do with progress for the country is being spoken. So it means when I came in, when I saw it, I was like, oh, let me quickly hear what this guy is saying. And I thought that you are because most times when I'm not going to any spiritual talk cultural blah blah blah. If I want to scroll, I anywhere they are doing all this
tap.
Relationship and whatever. I mean, I don't go those.
Oh my God. There's so many relationships. I know, and I'm going to be very honest with my brother because my guy, maybe I know a relationship expert that does not even have a relationship in his life for the last 20 years and barely have a girlfriend, but he's now a relationship expert on TikTok. And when I look, I'm like, these are the opposite of what I wanted. It's like me going to Blessing CEO to advise me about relationship. I am a 40-year-old man or 40-something-year-old man that I am with two beautiful kids, with a relationship that I stayed in for almost 12 years, and I produced children and I raised my kid very well. So when I come here, I don't even want to use that as a yardstick to advise other people. All I want to do here is to come here and have a critical mindset. And I know relationship is a very productive conversation on TikTok because there's so many single ladies, after they come back from work, they want to hear what other people have to say about how they need to find their next man. But my sister and brothers, there's no next man. Prepare to be single. If anybody come into your life, let it be a plus. That's my advice to every single woman out there. If anybody come into your life, it will be a plus. Discover your own happiness in your own zone. Don't wait for anybody to come and make you happy or fulfill. I'm saying this to people. If you know you are not already happy or fulfilled a little bit in your life, I don't have emotion to be emotional support. If you need one, go to market, buy that one they are pressing, or call government people to advise you. I am not going to be, because I have my own baggages as well. And people get into a relationship with this mentality of looking for a happiness from a man. A man can never make you happy. A woman can never make you happy. Anything you have to form your own happiness, so that when you are not getting happiness from your partner, you can tolerate her. But when you form her as your source of happiness and she's not giving you happiness, you will not be able to tolerate her, and that will lead to disaster and hatred. That's my own advice to people. I am not doing it. No. I try to avoid it. I try to avoid relationship talk, because for me, Me, I don't want to condition people. And you really have to understand when you have a gift, because I actually believe I have a gift. I don't know what that gift is, but I have a gift to be an orator or to be able to talk and convince people. Because all my life, even the places I walk, I discover that people likes me when I get engaged. When there's a party and I go to a party, people want me to be there. They never want me outside. I have faced the biggest challenge of my life in the last 1 year. I have never lost a real friend. People want me. Nobody ever say, oh, Ben, don't come to my house. Ben, don't come to my party because of this allegation or this allegation. In short, the more this allegation increase, the more people welcome me because they know that this is Ben. They know the truth. So, yes. So when I was separating with I don't want to talk about it. I'm not going there. But it's always good to be honest with yourself. When you are in a relationship, make sure you find your own happiness and find your own rhythm. If your husband is not looking at you, don't feel like he's not looking at you because he's looking at another girl. Be content with yourself. Because we men are so funny. I feel like a woman now, I go turn my face the other way around. I could just knock you now, no go talk to you again. I go on sleep. If that woman is not conditioned to be self-sufficient, you'll be thinking, I don't like you. But I like you, but I want to be in my zone. And this is men. When men don't knock, women, if you are a lady here, you know, when guy don't knock you, the guy no one look at your face. Now the time when that guy go hate you must be that. The guy no one see your face. You go call the teacher, say the guy no like you. Is the most horrible time of your life. After that guy don't ejaculate, come finish. The guy won't go bath. He won't clean up. He will just he won't turn on his phone. Any guy will go to hold you like this. That guy, he won't collect your money. When I say these people don't understand, the guy want to collect your money. Because guys naturally, once we don't knock, we won't turn our face. We won't think about another thing. The women want cuddle. Be happy. Once you receive from a guy, if the guy did not give you cuddle, don't let that one spoil your relationship. Don't start thinking something in your head. Does he like me? Does he like the knack? Is my peku smelling? Does he like it? Don't allow things like that. That is where self-conscious and self-confident come from. Please accept my advice. I am not a relationship advisor. I don't know why Official Terry bring me here. I don't want to talk about relationship. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Because if I go there, I don't want it. Thank you so much for joining. And God bless every one of you that join us on YouTube today. Amazing. Our videos are there. If you are following me on YouTube, thank you for clicking the subscribe button. If you have not done it, please do it now. And if you're on TikTok and you've not subscribed to my YouTube, go to my YouTube right now and subscribe. It's Mr. Ben. We are here to change the narrative of how conversation is being held. I tell you something, we are gifted on this platform. We got people from America, from Canada, from Malaysia, from Australia, from China, from Nigeria, from Dubai, from UK, from everywhere, from Liberia, our brother from Liberia, from Ghana. We have people, and what we were trying to set up is and I told you guys already, this is not my platform. This is TikTok. Okay, without TikTok, I will still have a voice. Okay, so I want you to understand. Don't look at me and say, oh, this is guy, I like him, I am his fan. You are not my fan. We are colleagues in the scheme of things. I want to have a conversation with you, and I want us to talk, to engage. In short, I want you to bring topic that we can discuss. So that is why my DM is open and I answer everybody, including somebody that have no followership. I answer my DM all the time. So if you have a topic you want us to discuss, DM me, come live with us. And I made my page in a way where I want to be this face. If you don't want to show your face, you are welcome. Always turn off your camera. In short, since I've been running this platform, I don't encourage people to turn on their camera if they don't want to. If you don't want to turn on your camera, be outside, be anonymous, and talk as much as you want. This is your page. This is your platform. This does not belong to me. My former platform is about 2 million likes on it. TikTok shut it down. I went on the backup. This is the backup page, and the backup page is growing so fast. Compliment of you guys that are ready for critical questions, critical thinking, asking questions. And the most important word that I hold dear to my heart in all the vocabulary of the whole English word is WHY. That's the word called why. If you can get hold of this word, I promise you, you will do a lot of exploit, because why is the beginning of finding out why. So I love that word why. So on my platform, I always why this happened. Why this happened? Why do I have to think like this? So please take that word very serious. Always ask why. Because once you do that, the internal you will reactivate. The subconscious of you will reactivate, because we human beings, we are actually spirit. And I mean this thing with all the depth of my heart. We are not ordinary. If you think you are not a spirit, ask your daughter, ask your wife, set up your phone and video yourself sleeping and watch the video later. You don't know where you travel to. You don't know where you went to. You don't even know where you go. You just disappear. So every day we are dead, we are dead, we are dead, we are reincarnating. You dead, you wake up, you dead, you wake up. That final death, before it comes, always ask why. That is what I will say to you. Thank you. Eh?
I was about traveling until one car just came in and she just distracted me.
I told you, my brother. That's how it is. That's how it is. You have to travel, and every second will travel. So set up your camera. If you want to know why, set up your camera, video yourself sleeping. And when you wake up, ask yourself, where did I go for these 8 hours that I sleep? You don't know. So you must be scared of this life itself. Thank you so much for joining, and God bless every one of you. The God you serve. If you serve elephant, may elephant bless you. And if you decided to serve cockroach, may cockroach be your countenance. Whichever God you serve, God bless you with it. I want to thank you for joining, and let's join together when I have time tomorrow. As I say, I do not plan when I will come live. I come live. Somebody say now Marine Invi. My brother say now Marine Invi. When I come live, I come live. When I'm free, I will come. I'll turn my camera on, and I'll come to TikTok and share my voice with you guys. And may devil never be able to take your voice away. May every day that the enemy try to fight you, if they win in any part of your life, may they not win your voice. May you have your voice to defend yourself. In the name of the universe, I say this to you. Have a good night, guys. Thank you so much for joining. Oluda, I know you're sleeping.
Good night.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Oluda. My brother, I love you so much. Thank you, my brother, for all your support and all your word of advice. I take you in a high esteem, my brother.